Hey guys, what is up? I am Alex and welcome to a review video today. I know I don't normally do this sort of thing, but over the weekend I have been playing The Division because the beta came out, and I just loved it so much that I thought, fuck it, let's do a review on it. Let's go! So the story behind The Division is basically just New York City on Black Friday, and a virus is struck like the world. It may just, I don't actually know if it is just New York City, but it struck and everything's gone to shit. You gotta fight to survive with your team of 4 who are known as The Division. So, can we just talk about the graphics for 1 second? Because the graphics in this game are just unbelievable. And I saw some behind the scenes footage when this game was getting made, and this is a replicated map of New York City. It's like, if I can find the behind the scenes video, I'll put it down in the description, because it's a really good video. Because you see like half the screen of the game and the other half of real life, and it is replicated so goddamn well. So as you're seeing at the moment is the map, the in-game map. It's a nice map. I know this is weird, but I think it flows really well. It's easy to put waypoints in, find where you are, and as you can see right now, the insides of the area marked in red, that is the playable area in the beta. Half of it is the dark zone, which I'll get to in a minute. But as you can see, the map, the scale of the map is massive, and we're not getting all of it in the beta, so it's going to get a lot bigger. So let's get into areas of the map, because there's a few. So the first, I say a few, there's only 2, but the first place, as me and Jordan called it, is the beta area, because it's the playable beta area. It was the only part of the map we're allowed to play in the beta. I don't know which part of New York it was. It was like some 26th Street and all that. In that area of the map, you can only see players that are in your group. So if you did not know, the Division is a team of 4, so you can play up to 3 you can play with up to 3 of your friends, and you can play through the story together. And yeah, so this is where all the missions are, the beta area, and yeah, this is where all the survivors are. Now this place is the base of operations. This is where you buy all your stuff, you sell all your stuff, and the base of operations you can also upgrade. So the more stuff, the more, I think it's, I don't know if it's money or if it's materials, but you can upgrade it. So because each player has their own one, because you upgrade it by player, so that then more survivors come to the base of operations, which then I think makes more selling points. And I'm not entirely sure because it wasn't in the beta, but from what I've heard, you can grow your base of operations, and more people will join it, and so on and so on. Now this is my favorite part of the game. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the dark zone. This is a quarantine zone, because as you know, there's the virus. But you go in here and it's a PvP area, so you can be killed by players. You can kill players, and as well, you find better loot than the normal area. Just because it's more risky going in there. And the cool thing about the dark area is when you find stuff, because it's in a quarantine zone, the stuff needs to be decontaminized, I don't know, cleaned, right? Let's just say that. It needs to be cleaned. So what you need to do is you need to call in an extraction. The helicopter comes in, you gotta put it on the helicopter, and the helicopter takes it away to be cleaned. And then once you go back into the playable beta area, you can get that stuff and wear it and use it, because it's stuff like guns, gun attachments, clothes, and other stuff. Another thing which I really enjoyed was the gadgets in this game. The gadgets are so cool. Like, as you can see on screen right now, this is a turret. Like, there's only a couple of things able to play in the beta, but I throw the turret down, and you just get to work. Like, if it's an AI enemy, it'll just get straight to work on them, and if it's a player, if you shoot the player, it'll start shooting them, and it's just so cool. And as well as the detonator, the thing, you can like shoot a grenade out that has a detonator, so that's really cool. And it can stick to people as well, which is really cool. So it's like a sticky grenade, which you can choose when it blows up. So now for the things I didn't really like about the game. Some of them are just small things that they could fix, but probably won't. But the first one is in the base of operations. You do the entrance, you have to walk through, and it takes like 30 seconds. I know you're like, what the fuck, 30 seconds? But it's so annoying, because like, you can walk in, buy some stuff, and be like, go into your inventory and be like, I should probably sell this. And then you walk back through, and then it's just so annoying. You just walk through it, and then when you're actually in the place, you can jog about, and it's like, what? You can even sprint about in there, and it's like, what? Another thing I didn't like it's a really good thing, but I just hated it. Which is, as you're like extracting your stuff, or even when you have this stuff, players can kill you, and if you die with quarantine stuff, you drop that stuff, and normally it's pretty good stuff. So it's annoying when you're like, say, extracting the stuff out, and just as you're putting on, somebody snipes you and you die and they take your stuff. I've had that done many a time. People will kill you. It's basically, the PvP is like GTA. People will kill you for no reason, and it's just unbelievably so annoying. Again, another really cool feature which just really annoyed me was, if you're in the dark zone and you kill a player, you go rogue, which I think you then show up on the map for a time. I think if you kill somebody, it's like 20 seconds you show up on the map, but the more people you kill, the longer the time goes on. And the most annoying thing about going rogue is, if you're in a squad or a group, whatever you want to call it, at the time, your whole team goes rogue, so everyone just starts targeting your team, and it's just so incredibly annoying. Jordan, you know what I'm talking about. Ben did it all the fucking time.